and so many great ones at that.
Mhm.
So speaking of beer, I'm rather thirsty. So
Mhm.
um, I, I'm not gonna put you guys on the spot and say, hey, would you like to do it first? I think I'll go
Oh,
first, and
yeah.
when you're ready, we'll do you guys can just jump in and do it. Um, but let me jump to my screen real fast here. So tonight I'm flipping to my beer right here. Tonight I am reviewing. Steve brought this back from his Vermont trip. It is Farmer's Daughter. It
Nice.
is. Yes, I have never had this before. And oddly enough, my wife is a farmer's daughter. So that would be.
Bingo! Good Brainiac, the fluffy dog.
Bingo. What the hell was that shit? Oh, that's the. Oh, thank you. Bingo.
Yep.
I put that sound for something else, and I was like, why is that firing off? All right, let me crack this bad boy open. But this is a Belgian-style saison. Steve, thank you again for bringing me this back from Vermont.
Belgian saison.
Yes. So let's check this bad boy out real fast. It comes in about 7% alcohol.
Remember what this was.
But you can see it right there. I have my trusty my Guinness glass because it's a proper imperial pint.
No, that's what these do when they come out of the colder spell.
You can see the head is a little bit thick on it. Probably has. Smells a little bit yeasty, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Obviously, it was saisons, and there's a little bit of a banana there to it, but
Banana.
My favorite part of the day, really coming home.
Up first sip.
Coming home on a Wednesday, spending my time with you all, and drinking a beer. It's why I do this, so I can, because I can't go to a pub anymore. So I bring you all
Lies.
to me, which is
You'll make your way there.
yeah, make our way there eventually.
You'll stream about it too.
This is very smooth. There's not a lot of carbonation in it. I mean, I wasn't able to find a lot of information actually on the site, Steve, which was weird. But it does have a pretty decent head. Not a lot of lacing on the side. I mean, you can see that wasn't really good because on there, it doesn't stick, which is fine. It's not like wine, but it really does kind of taste like a very citrusy, traditional saison. I mean, I think the banana I'm getting from this is probably from, the Belgian yeast that they're using from this.
Mm-hmm. How's it finish? Is it like dry, sweet?
It's a bit sweet.
Oh,
Have you not had this beer?
I've never had it.
Really?
All alchemist sort of beers are harder to find in southern Vermont. It's a whole different distributing system, which is weird.
That's so weird.
Most of their beers go to like up north of Burlington.
Now, Steve, you had this before at the brewery, right? Or have you not had this before?
I have not had that one yet,
Oh.
but I happen to have one of those downstairs. So
So basically, I mean, the color is very traditional, and like most alchemist beers, it is
Gatorade yellow.
unfiltered. You cannot get anything. You can't see a bloody thing through that.
looks like you can chew on it.
Yeah, basically, it's not like a Guinness where you would want to cut it with a fork, but it's. Have you guys ever had a New England style IPA? I know it's off the subject of the saison, but I mean, like,
Trying to think of breweries from New England.
well, Heady Topper is the one that started the whole trend, and then
Trillium's.
Trillium.
Trillium. There's also 7 or is it 5 stars tribute.
okay,
It's mostly Vermont-based beers, and then I think some Massachusetts beers started it as
Yeah.
well. It's sort of a sweeter, more juicier IPA versus like a dry California style.
Yep. But the company that makes this beer actually does Heady Topper. So I think all their beers are unfiltered, if I'm not mistaken. Kind of like Trillium in Boston, Massachusetts. but the finish is very dry, very sweet. It's not really that dry. It's actually quite refreshing. On a hot day, this would be perfect. Kind of wish I saved this for when we were doing some gardening tomorrow. And get out there, dig some holes, and then kind of just crack this open because it's definitely something that would be very refreshing after a long days of my wife forcing me to dig holes in the dirt. Is it usually warm brewed saisons will have a spicy character? There's no really spicy character to this. I don't really see any. Don't really taste any spice to it. Again, it's a lot of. I don't get a lot of spiciness to this. There's no like peppery to it.
Yeah.
But it's a very drinkable saison, and I love saisons in the summer. This is probably one of my favorite. Any farmhouse ale is right up my alley in the summer. I try to avoid Hefeweizens. There's some good Hefeweizens, but when it comes to nice refreshing beers, this style is always the one that I kind of like flock to here. As a rating here, what I would say, and you can even see a little bit of the like chunks floating in it. I don't know
yeah.
you can get
Probably
it from here.
Yeah, you can see it.
Nice.
So cloudy.
So cloudy, exactly. There's not a lot of yeast resin like on the bottom of it, like with a heady topper.
Hey, Topper, my God.
Unless
That's
I'm
a
missing.
dirty beer.
Oh yeah, when you pour it, I mean, it really is.
It's good.
Yeah, I don't really see a lot of like yeasty leftover, in there, even on that final pour. There's maybe a small bit there, but really can't see it on the camera. But it's nothing like chunks on the bottom, which isn't bad. It's still drinkable, and I actually like that part of the beer. So, but as a rating for this, what we do is we use Untappd rating system. They have a 1 out of 5 stars. I would definitely probably give this as a 4. This is a it's not because it's the Alchemist, because this is again something that I would out of the saisons I've had recently. This is definitely one of my favorite ones in the last week or two. I always have to refresh my palate every year because my palate changes every season. The summers I drink lighter beers and IPAs, and then in the winter I always drink the porters, and the fall I drink porters and stouts and stuff like that. So I always got to get my taste buds back up to what I like it. But I would definitely give this a 4. This is a very decent beer. It's a very hard beer to find. I don't think they ship anywhere out of Vermont.
Nope.
So if you guys are here for the first time, we are in the long process of starting a beer exchange on the channel as well. I have been working with a developer. His name is Chris, and he actually, if you go look up the app, it's spelled Beer Exchange.
Already got it on chat.
Thank you, sir. See, you're so happy, so quick. That's an app you actually can find on both your Apple and Android phones. But we will be using that to host a beer trade amongst followers in the channel. So if you have something you want to trade and you really want to try this beer, you can send someone else another beer. And always you can always join the Discord as well and talk about beer with us as we're drinking. The normal thing. But yeah, I would definitely give this a 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5. I'm pretty happy with this beer. And I really am sad I don't have more.
That is the truth every damn time. I don't know. I have a 6-pack of some lagers in the fridge that I'm not happy with, and I don't know what to do with them.
Those are always
What
good.
lagers are they? Who are they doing?
They're 801 Uinta, and Uinta, which is going to be the beer I'm going to feature in a sec, are great, but that lager in particular, I don't know what they did with it. I don't know what they continue to do with it. It just, I think it was just like, we need a beer tomorrow. It's like game development. It's like a really crappy game. Like, hey, it's coming out tomorrow, but I haven't even done the graphics yet. Well, it's going.
Yep.
So they made that beer. And it's
Make on MS Paint. Go.
Oh, jeez. It's like, it bites like an IPA, but it has tastes like dirt. And it's just,
yeah.
Really?
I know that flavor.
My backup beer actually is a double IPL. I don't know if you've ever had an IPL before.
I have a white IPL actually.
Ooh, shit.
It's
A
a
white
good
IPL?
it's a good variety. I mean, this is a new thing for me. But this is my secondary beer last week as well. One day I may actually review this when I get around to it if someone doesn't catch it before I do. Yes, but they are a Vermont only brewery. So Steve was very lucky enough to go up and take a trip to our friend Terry, his house, and went to a bunch of Vermont breweries and brought back a plethora of different beers. And it's also very convenient that Drew lives in Vermont.
Yeah.
I'll send you some good stuff. You send me some good stuff, and we'll
For
work
sure.
it out. So, all right. So, like I said, 4 out of 5 for this beer. This was the Farmer's Daughter. I also do like the label on this bad boy. It's
really cool.
very clean with some really nice hops on it. And it's 7% alcohol. It's not something that's gonna knock you on your ass, which is nice. All right. So that's Farmer's Daughter. Just anybody want to go next? I know probably. I'll let
go.
you guys battle it out, and I'll
I'll go first, or I'll go next.
you go next.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's see. There we go, Drew.
Alrighty. We're good. I'm going to be trying out where's my camera at? Fiddlehead's Second Fiddle out of Shelburne, Vermont. Sort of a brewery in sort of northern Vermont. This brewery's kind of interesting. This was the head brewer of Magic Hat. They sort of brewed for quite a while there, sort of doing most of his IPAs there, until they were bought out by Pyramid Brewing Company in Rochester, New York. The same company that makes like Ginny Cream or Genesee. So when that happened, this brewer's like, fuck that. So he sort of jumped the boat and sort of made his own brewery down the street, literally like maybe like 20 buildings down the road on like the main highway in Vermont.
Wow,
Yep.
that's funny.
And
I'm gonna go take this over here.
yeah, and now he makes basically extremely good sort of IPAs from West Coast IPAs, New England style IPAs, and sort of anything in between, like rye IPAs, white IPAs, IPLs, all those kind of things. But like, it's insane. He makes some really good IPAs. But they have a beer called just their Fiddlehead IPA, and this is kind of the double version, sitting at 8.2. I have never had this version. I've always sort of had their regular sort of flagship Fiddlehead.
Now, did you review the flagship one on the here before?
I think so. I think that was my first review.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep. But pretty strong head. I did pour it pretty sort of heavily. It is actually filtered. Actually, it's on the camera looks filtered, but me it's a slight haze. I'm not quite sure it's been filtered. I'm trying to remember when I've been to the brewery if they have a filter there. I don't think they do. But sniff, mango, big time. Mostly mango. Usually I say it's citrus note, pine note, mango. It's just mango, like the whole thing. I don't get anything else besides that. I don't get any like that Simcoe smell that we all know and love, and I can't really enjoy it. But
Well, you tell them why.
okay, Simcoe is a hop that the first character it's described as is cat piss. You kind of have like an ammonia kind of astringent
For the
smell.
love of God.
And someone who works at a veterinary office, I can kind of see the similarity. But and then I can't really think of it when I drink it. But
That just ruins it for everybody.
yeah, right. Rip IPAs. But this I don't get any of that. I get maybe a little pine, but it's very sweet too. Very sweet smell. But it's mostly a mango juicy thing there. Huh. It's that typical New England style. Sorry. Second flavor. This has that sweet, juicy flavor that a New England style IPA has. It kind of lingers. It fades for a second to this sort of grass note, and then it comes back with this very malty finish. Almost like a light a light molasses caramel to almost a honey character at the end, and that's weird. It doesn't feel double A or double IPA sort of bitterness at all. It doesn't feel like 8% at all. The actual head staying there for a while, like usually a higher alcohol that sort of dies off pretty quick. Wow, that's pretty good. There's a weird chocolate note in there too. That's probably from the grains as well, trying to make some sort of complexity to it.
Chocolate note, really?
It's very subtle, very
Okay.
subtle. It pops in for maybe like a half second, and it's gone. Or that could be something like the caramel malts they use in the beer, sort of to bring out sort of a darker molasses note, just a little deeper. But that is a smooth beer. It's not overly sharp at all. Wow. Like, it builds, and you would think it would just be really astringent all word of the day. But right before it gets almost unbearable, like you have this sort of plateau where you feel it's going to go, like it's going to burn your teeth or something like that kind of level, which you want sometimes. But it backs off right before it hits that spot, and sort of fades off pretty fast. The sweetness lingers. The sort of that honey light molasses note stays there, but it goes pretty quick. But it's not overpowering sweetness. It's not overpowering bitterness. It's pretty spot on for a double IPA. You feel like there'd be a sort of more of an alcohol bite to it. I wish I knew how long to age this for, because usually you want to age it or you ferment it at a lower temperature, so you don't have a big alcohol heat to it. But it's really smooth. Like, it's a problem really smooth.
It's a problem, really.
This is probably
Like,
Like, this would go down too quick, and we'd have like 7 cases completely.
yeah, or like I'm gonna
get
fall out
it
of frame in like 5 seconds. Like you But rating, I'm gonna give this a solid like 4.5, almost 5.
Wow.
It's up there.
Oh, nice.
Because there is a level of bitterness in the IPA that I cannot handle. Like, oh, this is good. This is real happy. This is real like floral. This is great. But when
Yeah.
it sort of gets way in the back of your throat, almost to your neck, you're like, that's where I sort of turn it back. It's not
Yeah.
there at all. You get everything but that. You get a good flavor. You get a good aroma. The aroma's insane mango. Yeah, definitely 4.5.
So good.
But it's not a dry IPA then. So
No,
it's very
it
juicy?
doesn't. Yeah, it's very sort of that. Feel like I don't know. There's someone put mango juice in here or something like that, but it's not
Really?
really sweet. It's not extremely like chlorine sweet, but it's
Okay.
sort of that bitterness sort of cuts that just right.
I'll take one.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Take one, sir. Thank you.
I'll take one of those.
I'll take one of those.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll have this as a backup beer too.
Oh, nice. I'm a bit jealous now, to be honest with you. Oh, God damn. That's awesome.
I think it was a 4-pack and it's sat at like $16.
That's not bad at all.
No,
Oh.
for a 4.5 beer. Yeah, and 8%. Yeah,
Yeah, and 8% is not like knock you on your ass double IPA anyway. And
no, it's not like 10 to 12 is sort of where you want to sit, but
yeah,
you don't feel the that 8. You at least feel some kind of warmth there, but no, we got nothing.
all right, nice. So 4.5 on
For sure.
Cool. Nice.
on the second fiddle. Very nice.
Mhm.
Who wants to go next? Should we
Do you
stick
wanna
you?
go?
Stick
Yep.
you want to go? All right, go for it. Let me flip the screen.
Okay, cool. So,
Your knows more about this beer than I do.
yeah.
Turn
so
the camera a little bit to the. Yeah, I think you both are.
Now
There
we
you
just
go,
need
yeah,
to
there
scoot.
you go.
Yeah. We just sat in the wrong place.
No, it's okay.
So she's visiting me from Seattle, and she told me that I'm going to be on a talk show. So I was like, okay. She's like, you know about beer, so you're going to be here. But it's funny because like she always talks about the beers up in Seattle, and then when she's here, it's like, yeah, we're getting one of your beers here. It's like, okay. So we are featuring Monkshine. It may be backwards, I don't know. So it is a Belgian style blonde ale. It's not a true blonde because it's a little bit more full bodied than your standard. But it is made by Uinta Brewing. They've been around since about mid-early 90s, and they're part of the huge like microbrewing craze here in Salt Lake City in Utah.
You're saying it's a not a true blonde, so you think they use product or like what?
Generally with blonde, I mean, it's just the taste is just more full bodied, and that joke just went right over my head.
There you go.
God damn it! I hope there's swearing in this stream.
There fucking is.
So generally with this one, you drink it with the tulip glass just because of the style of beer. It allows, which I don't have a tulip, but it allows it to actually
breathe.
Well, not breathe. I mean, I forget the technical term. I have not worked with beer in many years, so. But
Nice.
yeah, no, I've had this one quite a bit before. It's really good, so let's just taste it. Cheers. So, what are your impressions?
It's nice.
What
It's very smooth.
Mhm.
Sweet, but not too sweet. Yeah. That's good.
So one of the things it has is it has kind of a little bit of a strong clove flavor to it, almost like you're smoking actual cloves, and a little bit of apricot too.
Yeah, apricot.
A little bit of apricot.
Definitely.
And with this one, it's about 6.8%. The standard is supposed to be 6%, but they brew it at 6.8 now. I don't know why. But it's, it goes down really smooth. I mean, it's a step away from like your standard hef almost, really, and its flavor and everything. It's got that real, like you're almost chewing on a grain of wheat flavor, kind of.
Yeah.
So,
like bready. Or...
I also feel like it's peachy
like
too.
bread, a little bit peachy.
Peach apricot.
Yeah, Salt Lake beers, they're really, and like Utah beers in general, they're really obsessed with wheat beers and IPAs here.
Okay.
I can't drink IPAs anymore, so I generally go for the other round. But with the flavor, like it sits fine. This is literally a beer you could knock back a 12-pack and you wouldn't notice.
Really? Okay.
Because it's not super filling. The flavor just sits nice. It's a little bit metallic, but it's not overly. Kind of like, not quite like can metallic, more like keg metallic. So, it came out of a bottle. But as far as rating, would you rate it?
I've had better. 3.5.
All right.
I've done better. Well, seeing as like when you get it, you're kind of expecting something a little bit different, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's good beer. It's not super malty. It's not super hoppy. Not very malty. But you're kind of expecting something a little bit different when you drink it. So yeah, I would say a 3 or 4. Yeah, I would say about 3.5. It's a good beer, and you can throw it back, but it's just misleading from what you're getting.
It missed the point from where you think it's going to go.
Yeah, you really do. You think it's going to be just a little bit different.
That was like my last beer I reviewed. Oh god.
But it's totally drinkable. I mean, this is something like if someone sets this down in front of you, you'll drink it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's really easy. Our backup beer was going to be another one called Squatter's Outer Darkness. Ooh. And it's a play on so everything here in Salt Lake City is centered around the Mormon religion.
Right.
And Outer Darkness is their name for hell. So they made the darkest, most blackest Imperial IPA stout they could. Nice. It sticks to the side of the glass and eats through it. They come in liter bottles, and 2 of those, and it'll knock you straight on your face. It's like drinking molasses with a good amount of liquor in it. Not even beer; it's just liquor.
I could see you drinking this with a chicken berry salad.
Chicken and berries.
Yes.
Oh, that sounds good.
Chicken and blackberries.
Yeah, 3.5. I'd say solid 3.5.
So why is Salt Lake is Salt Lake Utah? You said because they have like an obsession with Hefeweizens or something like that, right? So,
yeah. So when they started microbrewing, there were a lot of weird laws, but so they couldn't. The beers that were getting imported had to be 3.5% or lower. Right. That was just the standard.
Wow.
But if you brewed it in house, it could be 4%, right? Then the laws changed, and it was 5, and then it was whatever you wanted. Ooh. But they did IPAs because they could kind of get away with the brewing process. They were a little bit more alcoholic. And the wheats, just honestly, because turning people from Budweiser and Coors onto microbrews is a really difficult process.
Oh, yeah.
And that's all they've been drinking for like 40 years. So they started off really light, and they've gotten really exploratory. I mean, we also have another one called Brainless on Peaches from Epic, which is one of my favorite brewery of all time.
Epic's pretty solid.
They are amazing, and it's like it's overly carbonated flavored, but it just it sets you back when you taste it.
Nice.
But yeah, they've changed the laws so much for beers over the years here and liquor in general that it's created a very unique style of brewing and distilling liquors and everything, just because it's so extreme.
Yeah, it's so new.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, I actually had the Epic Big Bad Baptist Imperial
Stouts.
Stout. Yeah. Hold on, I got the bottle.
Yeah.
I'm gonna flip over so I can show this. I think I review of this, if I'm not mistaken. I kept it.
Oh, it's so good.
It was the Exponential series or something like that. It was this one right
they have
here.
3 tiers.
Yeah, this was.
Yeah, they just released the special Son of Baptist.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah, it's old chocolate stout. It's really good.
This one had a stout with cocoa nibs, coffee added, aged in whiskey barrels.
Yep.
The whiskey barrels set it off. They have a smoked porter that tastes like they smoked actual applewood and bacon and then just shoved it in the bottle for you.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Bacon.
Bacon.
Yeah.
Speaking of bacon.
Later.
We'll get that
Bacon.
in a second. Yeah, I actually really like Epic. They had I was watching. I'm a big English football fan. I was watching a match with my friend Mark. He brought over some beers, and one was Epic's IPA. And it, it was really tasty. I really
Spiral
enjoyed
Jetty.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They started so they started off really small here, just a tiny little brewery, but they sold directly from their brewery, which really wasn't a thing here for a long time. And so you could get, a full liter of like anywhere from 7 up to 20% beer for like anywhere from $3 to $10.
Oh wow.
And so place blew up and they started expanding like crazy, and now they're like expanding across the US by themselves with no support, and it's amazing.
That's impressive.
On the label it does say Salt Lake City and Denver.
Yep, they opened up one in Denver about 6 years ago, I want to say. They also run restaurants too, just to like cover extra costs.
Okay.
Their food's but the beer is fantastic.
I actually the first beer I had from them was this stout, and by all means I found it at a beer store. I was like, I wonder what this is. I'll just pick it. It looks really interesting. I had no idea it was some sort of a special series. I just was like, ooh, cool, right? But But speaking, go ahead.
And I was just gonna say, what's your favorite beer from Seattle though? Because you always try to tell me about your Seattle beers.
About Seattle beers.
I don't remember.
You always thought you like whenever like when I went up there, that's all she was like, you've got to try Seattle. And she had me try like a couple different stouts, and I don't remember their names. We were at a pub downtown.
It wasn't Irish Death, was it?
Might have been. She had me try like this like sampler of like 4 or 5 different beers. Getting day drunk in the middle of Seattle was amazing.
That's what you do.
Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with getting day drunk. I mean, I've been known to do that in the past multiple times.
Isn't that what you're
Possibly even during working hours.
That's fine.
I think it had something to do with like a Rooster branding or something. I don't remember. And if it's from Seattle. It was from Seattle though, so it might not have been a Rooster.
I saw that somewhere when I visited Seattle.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it was on it's on Pike Street.
Yeah.
It's hidden.
Yeah, it's a small little pub, but
It's
they also
like
brew their
in
own
an
stuff,
alley.
and that's what we had was their stuff. And they also had it was some sort of a vanilla blonde or something.
yeah.
And she can drink it, she hates vanilla. But I just drank the hell out of it. So no, I dug it. I love trying beers from I love the city's beers just because it's fun to see a place that shouldn't have beer having beer.
right.
It's such a religious city. But but I love trying beers from other places. So when she was there, she's like, you gotta try this. I'm like, I'm already there.
Because Was it the Seattle Beer Company?
No, it wasn't beer company. It actually even had some sort of a rooster. It was like a play on cock. I mean, that was the name of the place, and like their stout was like their signature.
Dirty
thing.
Cock's Brewery.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Yeah.
Pike Brewing?
It might have been.
Was it
No,
Pike?
was it Pike Brewing?
It was
Pike Brewing
on
is
Pike.
amazing.
Maybe it was just the drink that was the play on words. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I remember something about cock. That's all I remember.
Golly,
we
of
drank a
course.
lot that day.
Yep.
Girl.
Good night, folks. No, I'm kidding.
Good night, folks. Thank you for joining us.
A cut stream.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
pretty
you
sure
know.
it was Pike.
Like,
It was probably Pike then, but I'm pretty sure it was. We tried a whole bunch of their stuff. So, but yeah, no, she loves beer, but I'm obsessed with the beer. There's a difference.
I feel you.
He knows stuff about beer. I like to drink it.
there's nothing wrong with just drinking it too. I mean,
Yeah,
it's-
I used to actually do a featured beer every time I would do a show, right? So, like, I would go to the liquor store because we do singles here, like you were talking about earlier. You used to do singles in Pennsylvania, right?
Yeah.
So we do singles, so I would just like get whatever, and every night, like 5 or 6 nights, I was just like, "This is the feature beer tonight. This is what you drink." And I realized I was drinking too much beer at the time. I was like, "All right, we're getting rid of that. That's just I've been drinking too much. We need to throw it out."
That's
Too-
one
it's
reason
too
why I
much
only
beer.
do this once a week.
What's too much beer? Oh god. When I get up from the stream and bottles start falling.
Ooh.
Is,
Hey,
is, tw-
falling
is 20
soldiers,
gallons
how'd
too
you get
much?
around my feet?
Yeah,
What the
that's what it
hell?
was.
I don't know if 20 gallons is too much.
Oh, I know.
It was that place though, yeah?
Yeah,
Or
it was
okay,
definitely,
brew
it was
5 gallons
definitely
every
Pike.
Okay.
Steve, you've been waiting there. I know you've been waiting to drink this at Bill's Bob. So.
Yeah, actually, I might have to go chill it some more because
Oh no! But
Oh,
it's
no.
it's a stout. It's a,
Oh,
it's
boo.
Fit
a
it in
stout.
some. Oh, it's a stout. Oh, it
It's a
doesn't.
stout. We should be
It
good.
doesn't matter.
it's a stout.
It's an imperial stout. It tastes even better when it's warm. Yeah.
Just fine. I'll be probably happy right now.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah, so I guess we're bookending with Alchemist Brews tonight.
There we go.
This is Beelzebub. So
Beelzebub.
It
it's got a little,
has a B.
yeah.
That's on the bee. I wonder if there's honey in it.
And of course,
Ooh.
the signature
Good.
hops.
Honey stout. Oh my
It look
god.
a little bit more evil than on So it does look good. This is a blind taste too, by the way. I didn't
cool.
have this yet either, so I'm just gonna go for it.
You gonna close your eyes when you drink
The
it?
dark side, obviously, with an
See
imperial.
that? Oh, looks like molasses. I already love it.
Oh, that head is khaki
Wow.
as fuck.
Man, that's just looking great coming through the glass too.
Oh my god. It's perfect.
It is black,
Yeah.
dark. as-
Damn.
That's pulling like
Oh.
a Guinness head. That's amazing. Look at
Yeah.
I thought it would all go into this glass, but I might have to.
that.
Just, oh wow!
that face.
Actually, there's hops coming off the top of this. Whether
Oh, wow.
yeah, there's also a lot of like cocoa, chocolate. Wow, that's just look at that. It's like
That's a dark head. That's like crazy dark.
Yeah, that's like we just whipped up chocolate for you and put it on your
Yeah.
beer.
I mean,
It's a beer float.
Some of it looks like it's
Where's-
like
where's the ice cream?
aerated too. I mean,
Oh,
it's
it's so
Oh
good.
wow!
look at the
Look at
sponge.
that.
I know.
So,
Man.
yeah, I'm gonna have to get a chocolate mustache here to.
The Belgian dip. Oh man.
Ooh. Oh my God! Is that all chocolatey? Wow, this is like
Don't choke on it.
yeah. I'm like just whoa. This is really really good.
I had one in my fridge. He gave me one of those as well.
I was gonna say, didn't I?
You did. I'm super fucking stoked about it now.
I looked up a few,
Yeah, tell me about it. Let's.
Their stouts are so good.
this is delicious. Oh, and this is kind of funny too because Ted was mentioning that we did a beer fest this past weekend,
Oh yeah.
and we were at two stations that were part of like almost 70 other breweries that were there.
Hmm.
We were just at the specialty area that our friend Tim, who's the head bar guy at our favorite pub, he just sets up these 2 coil boxes and puts 4 taps up of just all kinds of great exclusive stuff. And he had a stout tap, and man, that stout tap was hopping. They were
Mm.
so many good flavors, and I'm thinking, wow, if we could only get a 6 still of this.
Oh, forget
God.
it. It's impossible, but
You'll take it off the tap.
Yeah,
Take it off the tap and say, "Oh, well done. Throw it back in my car."
it'd probably be like a $7,000 6.
So how's the beer sitting? Is it coating or is it biting as it goes down?
It is. I'm not getting very much bite at all. It's just a little bit towards the end, and then it disappears. It doesn't even last. So it you can kind of
keep it going. Yeah.
Yeah, you can look forward to the next sip, and it just keeps on rolling.
Ooh.
What? Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily sticking to the glass either, too. So it's definitely light enough that it's not so heavy that it just kind of fills your throat, and
it's very viscous, or like it coats everything.
But oh my god, this is not what I expected. An imperial stout wasn't. I wasn't really gonna have any preconceived notions, but this
Well, like the Alchemist, you think mostly hoppy beers. All their sort of hoppy beers are their sort of forefront major beers, but they have some solid darker ales. I have an Imperial brown ale. Brown ale that they make is so malty. Ooh. It is like caramel as fuck.
Yeah. Now the hops are definitely coming through. So
okay,
and that's pleasing for me.
Yeah.
I'm definitely a hop lover, and based on the fact that the can is covered with hops too.
Right. That sounds so good.
And it's so I forgot to look up which hops that they
So you mentioned like the salted. We have a brewery that does a salted caramel stout here now.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Wow.
It tastes like they put salted caramel ice cream in your beer.
Oh, that would make a great beer float.
Yeah, it's a proper brewing company. Really good.
Ooh, that actually sounds like a really good Iron Brewer ingredient. Salted caramel ice cream.
That would be.
I don't know.
Gary?
Just make it work. It's fine.
Apparently, this is
Just sitting there scooping it.
Citra, so
it'd have to be
definitely makes it through.
ice cream.
To let it thaw, so I don't add ice cream to the boil. It just kills the boil.
So what hops do you say were in it?
Aggressively dry hopped with Citra.
Ooh.
Which would
Citra and a stout. That's interesting.
Yeah, and it's there. I mean, it's there in the taste. It's there in the. But it's not overly so. But you can notice it. So.
How's the head on? Is it overpowering? I mean, a lot of stouts. The heads are just like it. Sometimes messes with the flavor. So.
Because one of both ways, either the head's like 2 inches thick, or like it's oil.
Yeah, and sometimes like it's sharp and it messes when it hits your tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, it's definitely, and it's calmed down quite a bit since I poured too, and it's almost gone. And let's put the rest of this in, and it's not.
And of course, you see no light coming through it.
No,
not putting it up. Yeah, definitely not.
Crowler can.
Definitely not interfering. So yeah, I'm. This is another 4 from Alchemist for me.
Wow. All right.
I can't.
Oh, that's cool.
Lighted it. With food, this could be a nice this could actually bump up to 4 1/4.
Ooh, nice. Yeah.
All right. So with food, you said, but what food would you eat with it?
Ooh, pairing. Yes, let's talk about pairing.
Yeah, I'm not a good person for picking and choosing. I mean, I can see red meat going with
it. Yeah. Red meat.
Really?
I mean, the way you're describing it, that would be great with dessert.
Yeah.
From the way you're describing it, that would be a great dessert drink. You could actually do some sort of a chocolate cheesecake or something with that. Like it's heavy. It would sit with something heavy, and that would like hit your taste buds like a truck.
Oh my god!
We both work in food, so
how's like the roasted note in there? Is it too roasty kind of thing?
Very tasty. Yeah, good dessert beer.
Sure. Good dessert beer, man. Like I'm all about dessert beers and dessert alcohols. So yeah.
Nice.
He loves those.
Yes, it's Beelzebub.
Nice, yeah, fantastic. Huh. See, now you're getting me excited. Like I didn't know about the show until she told me, and now like I'm going to be an avid watcher, and I have so many beers I want to like share with you guys, because like we were out there and it's like it's like I wanted her to choose what she liked, and it's like now I want to show all the beers. There's so many good beers.
I didn't know what
I don't have to show all the Vermont beers, so I guess Steve's doing it for me.
There's plenty more. There are plenty more.
Yeah, but I mean, there's some really good beers here. Like you went to the same company makes a black lager that's called Baba, and That's my favorite of all time. Like anytime it's on tap, that's the beer I pull because it doesn't bite as hard, but it tastes like a porter, but it's light and it's just it'll change your life. It's a good beer.
I gotta say that the lagers, like I'm not a big lager fan, but like black lagers and even these IPLs I'm a really big fan of it. I mean, I think my problem was in college I drank way too many lagers.
You'll have that.
Because I think that was really the only thing we had available. You know. So,
like St. Pauli's girl though.
we were just like chugging these damn things and just doing all sorts of shit. So it's